Hi everyone, welcome back to Sengoku Dynasty on our latest installment for our journey. Just a quick recap on the previous video. You may recall that there was a quest regarding to the mining village that in the last video that I was kind of asking all the villagers and it didn't seem to disappear. So I've gone back to that village and spoken to virtually everybody that's in that village, and I think the last person I need to speak to is a guard, and it kind of satisfied what was required. I think normally it's only 3 or 4 people you need to speak to from previous game anyway, in all 3 villages I visited. But in this situation, yes, it was a case of I had to just go back. We did have originally here a couple of farm fields, or a farm field, which I have removed for now. And the reason behind that is that I wanted to place the farm fields in the new village, which we will build down the coast in due course. Now, today's video will be about continuing with the quests, so heading on over to those other villages that we hadn't seen before, and with the view that once I've gone to the final area, which is the Abbot, then the point would be is that I can build a new village and we will start bringing in farming fields there. I also want to look at in the video as well is building the smithy. Again, you may remember from the last visit to the mining village, I was offered by a trader the blueprints to the smithy, and these are said blueprints. And basically, this unlocks the structure early. So rather than waiting until your level reaches that point, I've kind of bought it early. I sold some more seashells, which kind of sort of paid for it, which is quite handy. But at least that way we can build that early and get a villager in and start creating items that are required. And also, it's the steel element that we need. So, for example, you know, as you can see in the left-hand side of the screen, we need to make up some pickaxes and shovels, so steel and iron shovels, which I need the smithy for to melt down the steel. And again, this is something that will happen as we go along. The steel itself needs a forge, which you cannot get until a certain level regardless. So even if I can do anything else with the smithy, I won't be able to get steel straight away. But we will obviously be able to revisit that at a later time. So first thing to do is to go back into our quests, and we do as we always, we look at the tracking. We've done with that one, so we'll go back to open the gates. And we'll look at that, and we need to go to either the forest village or the farming village first, and then we'll head over to the Abbot at the end. So let's head over on the nearest one to us, which will be, I believe, if I go into the map and I zoom out, actually if I zoom in even, the nearest one is here. So we will head down this road here, go past Kenya's camp and head down here until we get to this point here. Again, there are plenty of wolves in this area from what I previously played, and yeah, we can stop and do our damnedest to try and get rid of them, but I don't feel that I want to interrupt what we're trying to achieve in this video, and that's to get through these quick easy quests so that we can then move on to get the new village. So I'm going to head down to this particular village and I shall see you shortly. Okay, so here we are. We're in Segi, forest village of Segi. So let's just open up the quests. Let's see, there's a side quest, which there should be. Here we go. And we need to talk to some of the villagers. So while we're here, it's getting quite late in the day, so we'll probably just do a few bits and pieces in regards to talking to them, and then I'll just set up a camp outside. So he's looking for fur, and I have a feeling in my inventory that I have got enough fur, so I can give him the fur. It's quite handy. Can you stop still? There's the fur. And we need a half bow So again, let's just see what I've got in stock. My bow, what is my bow? Is it a half bow? In fact, it looks like that the bow I had is probably now gone. Let's just double check. So maybe what's happened is when I last used it, it ran out. So let's just check the traders. In fact, we'll go back to the same guy we've just spoken to. We'll talk about trade and see what he's got. He's got a short bow. He's got a short bow. He's also offering tailor workshop build recipe, which we get in level 9 anyway, and the tanning station, which is level 10. We don't need either of those because we're not far off of either, to be honest. Alright, so let's have a look at it. So we've got just the short bow at the moment, so we will need the long the better bow. What they call it, a half bow. In the meantime, I'm gonna there's a half bow there. Look at that. So let's buy that. I'm going to try and sell some items. I'm going to sell this mask back to him. And anything else I can sell? Probably sell the sake. I don't really need it at the moment. So I didn't bring a lot with me. I could sell the oil. I can always get some back at a later stage. So we've now got the oil. Sorry, we've now got the bow, so we can now talk to him. I had the bow. I forgot I need to get some arrows because we haven't got any arrows from him, so we'll talk to him and get some arrows. No, I don't need that. Right, okay, so the actual trade button I need while he walks away. So let's have a look. Simple arrows, yeah. So we'll take some arrows off of him. Yeah, let's just take. No, we'll just take 15 arrows. To be honest, we don't want to have that many. There we go. Perfect. In the meantime, let's again just check the quest to see whether there's any other villagers we need to talk to. So long way, yeah. So actually we've dealt with that in one hit. So whereas the other one took about 4 or 5 people, it's because we asked the wrong people. So we now need just to join the hunt, which we're not going to do until the daylight. So I'm now going to find the outside of the village. I'm going to set up camp for the night. So yeah, so one thing that was a bit of an eye was I came across some bears. So I had to kind of run a bit. Okay, so yeah, so on my way here, I came across some bears in a cave. So I've made note where the cave is, but also made note that there's actually bears there as well. So let's go into the building menu, and we need to build a campfire just for this evening. And I'm going to cook some eggs on it. And I'm also going to build a tent. I need to build a tent as well. There we go. And now I'm going to sleep until the... Oh, no I'm not. I didn't realise he was going to come in the water. Wow. Right. You've now seen it on screen for the first time. Wasn't the best place to park my tent. So it will take you back to your home. So I'm back home now. I lost a bit of food and also some money. So I'm going to sleep now until the morning. So there we go. That's what happens when you get killed. As I mentioned in my previous video, that's what you come across. The health will recover in due course. One thing that has helped, because we had arrived at the location itself, we are able to head straight back to it from fast traveling. So we're going to head back to Segi. Accept. There's a couple of new refugees that appeared in camp, but we will deal with that eventually. In the meantime, I'm going to head out over here and remember not to go down there anymore. I was a bit surprised at the actual that I was in deep water and the wolf actually swam across. Although some people will say that actually, if it was a dolphin, they'd be able to swim across, so why can't a wolf? I just didn't have the right tools in hand. I didn't have the axe in hand. I just had a hammer, which made no sense at all, but I think you get a bit flustered after a while. Okay, oh, we're going around in circles. There he is. There is the people in question. So it's a boar hunt. And he said it should be around here somewhere deeper in the forest, downriver. So this was one of those things that last game I hadn't made a note of where they were. So the fact that he's actually mentioned it means this time I can remember where they are. Now he said downriver, so I'm hopeful we'll be able to find them soon. That's hares. That's a stream there. Oh, was it downriver? Right, we'll just check the maps to see whether or not they have appeared before. That's just the rabbits where we're at now. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to continue down the river. He said they were deep in the forest. And more often with boars, you'll hear them first before you see them. No? Okay, we'll keep looking down the river. And there's one behind me, right behind me, look at that. And again, got caught out, and that's because my health was not that brilliant. So we're back home again, let's try again. And this time, let's try and get some... let's get the bow in ready. So let's equip the bow. Equip the arrows. That's ready. And then we're literally going to go down again. So we know where we need to go. This is how not to do it. So that's coming from this angle. There they are. Okay, so what I'm going to do, there's three of them, so I can see there's three of them there. So what we'll do is we'll go up over here, get us a little bit of high ground. We're going to put the bow back in place. we're going to bring the arrows out. It's one down. Okay, so the stamina's gone. That's completed too, so we can put them back away. We'll skin them both. Only because it'd be a waste not to take what you've just done. The arrows are still around, or whether or not I got them back straight away. Probably not. They're simple arrows, they probably don't last that long. So in the meantime, let's head on back along the river. And I go across this way, and then we'll go back across down here. And then we'll cut across the river again. Okay, so we need to find the runaway spy, and he's about 300 meters in this direction, so we're going to have a look, see if we can find him. Okay, so we're about 100 meters around near where he is. If you go outside the quest area, you will see the yellow triangle again. That's some more eggs, let's get some more eggs. Alright, some more wolves here. They just said there's wolves. And where are they? Now, as you're watching this on the video, and I've done this particular bit before, I'm going to save you a bit of time with this hint. It saves you walking around circles. He's hiding behind one of these stones. I've got a feeling it's this one in here. Here we are. And again, here's a backstory. And we're now at level 10 on our legend, which is fantastic. And we've got to go back to the same guy as before. And again, we'll take a slightly different route. Okay, so we're back now talking to him. I literally told a little white lie. So we now need to go and speak to Fujuchi. So let's go and find him. So we're back in the village, so he shouldn't be too far away. In fact, there he is. So this guy kind of agreed with me that he should be able to go. So that means that the Segi quest has now finished. So it does mean now that we can head on over to the next quest, which is going to Aratani. If we go onto the map, actually, first of all, we put the quest into tracked mode, otherwise we won't have the yellow symbol. And then go back into the map. And Aratani is down here. So again, what we'll do is we'll take this road and we'll head over to Aratani. So I shall be with you very shortly. So we're now coming into Aratani, which is the farming village. So we're going to see who's in here. So again, it's one of those things you need to talk to certain villagers. So let's just go and talk to a villager. In fact, what we'll do first of all is we'll put the quest again back on for tracking purposes. There we go. And we just talk to whomever we can find. Let's try this person here. So we need to get 50 wheat and 35 wasabi to give to this village. Now this is not something I can do straight away. I would need to pick up the wheat from a different location. Although I'll just check traders here first of all. If there's a trader here, let's try this one. And straight away, I take back everything I've just said. There we go. I can actually buy 35 wasabi. And I need to see if they've got any wheat as well. It'd be nice to have got to wheat at the same time. Yeah, they do, so 50 wheat. Now what I might do also while I'm here is if there are any seeds, so these are all just items, seeds come in bags, that's just wheat, nature drinks, parsley. I might take some parsley because it helps with the medicine drinks, which we will need to make at some point. Okay, that's fine, that's alright. So now we need to give them straight to the lady. Here are the crops. Now we need to talk to Yukomi, who's a refugee just outside. She said it camps by the stream. You find it if you follow the river to the ocean. So let's head on out this way. It does actually say it's 239 meters, so we're not that far away. So I won't cut the video on this one. Thankfully the rain has stopped. We've had a fair bit of rain for a while. There we go, we're pretty close now by the look of it. Yes, I can see the tent from here. There we go, and the yellow marker has just come up. So I'll have a chat to this lady. And continue talking. So we now need to head back into the village. So again, only 200 odd meters. We'll keep this on the video. A lot of running around. The one thing I have noticed with this one compared to Medieval Dynasty is there are no animals to ride. There are no animals apart from the wild animals. There are no animals. Full stop. There's no cows, goats, pigs, sheep, even horses to ride. Now I don't know whether this is something that will appear in an update at a later date. I have seen on forums that potentially there is talk about it, but not at this time. So let's head over here, and she's still standing where she was before. So we now need vegetable meals, and I don't think this trader will have them, if I'm honest. No, they won't. Let's have a look and see if any other traders in the village that may be able to help us. There should be another one over here. Looking at on the heads up compass, they are in like a dark brown colour. There we are. Farming trader. Well, this is a good start because we can get some seeds from here. Now, the likelihood is because I'm not going to get in the new village until after the season is ended, it's probably better that we get seeds that take us into the spring. So let's have a look and see what we can plant in the spring. We'll get the rice bag because that will then be the water field. And it looks like the only other thing that's in spring is millet. Okay, so we'll buy that as well. And we'll need a hoe, but we can make that when we get back to the camp. Because I've literally kind of drained my resources and I haven't picked up any more seashells or stuff to sell back at the moment. In fact, let's sell the sake. I'm not going to need it. And we can sell this meal as well. Be nice to have it, but I think it's just nice just to have the money towards it. Just going to resort this out. Okay, so we don't have vegetable meals here either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back over to our home village. To get that done. Okay, so we've covered a couple of the quests whilst on the journey. What I'm going to do now to finish the video off is we're going to build the smithy. Because I think it'd be quite nice to get that sorted out before the video ends. We're not going to get to the abbot in this video because it will take quite a while. It's quite a distance away. So what we'll do is we'll build the smithy anyway. So again, we're going to the buildings. And as you can see, the smithy is now available, as is the mining post. So we've got things we can get mined as well, and the tailor. So there's quite a few things we can build here. At the moment, though, we'll just build the. Well, I say build it until they say it's blocked for some reason. Okay, let's go here. There we go. Just do that. So again, the later buildings that arrive with your as your level increases, you'll see that they're becoming more and more like planks, etc. Okay, now let's just see. Does it have the ability to have a bed in here? I don't think it probably will, but let's have a look anyway. So furniture, bed. Third. No, so it won't be anyone sleeping in here, put it that way. Although it's probably a good idea, bearing in mind it's going to be quite hot. What we can look at though is whether or not we can put any other items in here. So, for example, an additional anvil, general storage, wood storage, definitely. The kiln will go probably in the corner. So let's do the kiln first. There we go, one kiln. And we will look at putting in an additional anvil, which I don't know whether it will allow me to do it, but we'll certainly have a look. See whether it will let us do it. Okay, let's try and rotate it. Apologies if it is sketchy. Okay, so that's not allowing us to do that. I wonder if I moved the kiln to the other end of the room, rotate it, rotate it. Right, that's one kiln there. Now let's try again to see whether we can put a second out, and we can. And that is great news. So we can have two people working out of here, but it does mean I need to build a house. So let's do that. So we need to build housing. Another small house right next door to the one we've already got. Again, at the moment, I will have a proper look at these houses with a view of upgrading them. But just for now, let's just get someone in. Oh, I want to change that type to a window. No. Right, change that to a window. There we go. Put a secondary bed in here. There we go. So we've now got two in here, and we'll have a look at these refugees. So we've got this guy here. Let's go into the management tab. There he is. Sign him at home. We've got space for two, which is the new bed that we've just built. Put him in there. And we'll put him into the smithy. We'll get him working at an anvil, and we can get him to start building items that we didn't have before. I want to look at the shovel at the moment, so we'll just do one per day because we need 5. We need small hammers as well. Let's do that first. So I go head across to the. Actually, one thing I didn't put in here was the storages. So let's see if we can do that as well. So we need to put in storage furniture. We need the general storage, which will be over there. And then we want the wooden storage. We don't need the food in here, just the wood. So I'm going to rotate it. Okay, that's fantastic. We need to now make some hammers. So let's go outside. And hammer needs. So if we make, say, I don't know, 5 hammers, because it looks like we need a lot more sticks otherwise. So let's open up Actually, we've got loads of sticks here, so let's make 10 hammers. So we need 10 logs. That's useful. So we take them, all 10 of them. We need 30, or is it 50? We'll take up to 50. Okay, now we're going to make these hammers. 10 it is. Put them straight into the storage box, which is right next to it. And that means we can then get our friend to do what we need to do. So, transfer them all over. Brilliant. And again, what we'll do is we will manage the job. He has now got a hammer. And again, we'll just take that down. We'll do 2 of each. So basically, in 3 days we'll have, well, 2 days we'll have enough. Because I don't want to use all the ore in one bit. Okay. And if we go back out here, it's getting a bit dark. Looks like the other one's gone. That's just that. Okay, that's fine. So we'll call the end of the video now. We've got the smithy built, and we've gone to 2 of the villages, which is what we needed to do. We need to finish off the last one, the Aranati one, or Aratani one. Aratani, that's what's called, Aratani. Because we'll need sake and we'll need vegetable oils. I need to start doing some collecting of resources such as stuff to sell, because my coinage has gone right down now. And it'd be nice to collect some seashells and also make some tools that I can sell to a trader as well. Because at the moment I don't have anything that I can sell worth selling. With regards to the new village, when we do get around to doing it, then we'll be putting in the fisherman's hut, because building by the sea will be close to there. The farm fields, as we've said, another resource, well, a set of resource sheds. I don't know how this works the same with medieval dynasty, whether it's you know, that you can access the items that are in one village in another village. So we'll learn that together. And then obviously finish off the items that we require for the mining village, so the shovels and the pickaxes. So other than that, I hope you've enjoyed the content. Any questions, by all means put in the comments. Other than that, click like if you like it and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.